So for today's video, I decided to go right ahead and start filming something, and I can't fucking do this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I am carrying on this whole new background. So I decided that I was going to do a drugstore and affordable makeup first impressions video and tutorial on this look right here, which is kind of like a cranberry smoky eye. I don't know, I feel like that's something that a lot of this community forgets about, is the fact that affordable makeup is allowed to look good at the end of the day. So here I am, and if you guys are interested in how I achieved this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. All right, so I guess the first thing that we're gonna get into is I'm gonna start off by priming my face, and for this I actually picked up this hard candy stick into pores mattifying pore primer. Doesn't smell like anything. I don't know why I smell things before I use them, but I'm gonna go ahead and just apply this to my face. This was the only drugstore primer that I picked up, so I'm actually just gonna apply this like all over the place. It's kind of hard. Like, I don't really feel like my skin's blurred out necessarily. I should probably stop putting so much on, but it doesn't feel like I have anything on, so we'll see. We'll see what you do. The foundation I picked up for this is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation, and this is in the shade 220. I guess we're gonna find out if this is my color, but I think we might be a little dark. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is definitely a little darker than I would like my foundation to be. I'm also not sure how much of this I'm supposed to be putting on. I'm just gonna go in with a Real Technique sponge. Trying to think of an opinion on this right now, and I'm conflicted. I feel like I look like a pumpkin. This is definitely orange on my face, so great. This is, yikes. Okay, I'm gonna have to drag this down my neck, and this is just for reference and not my color. Okay, as I'm applying this, it's kind of easy to apply, kind of not. It does like to cling to patches of skin, which I did moisturize before I started this, and I definitely think that, I don't know, for the most part, like, it would work if this is the only thing available, but definitely not my favorite foundation. We're gonna see if this oxidizes anymore, because then I'll look real crazy at the end of this. Yeah. I can definitely say that I prefer the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation a little bit more than this. The finish is just, it's okay. It's just, it emphasizes a lot of the texture in my skin that I can see close up, and I don't know if I particularly enjoy this. Definitely probably would not return it, but, or repurchase it, probably not, but this is obviously not my color at all. Oh my god, I feel like this is just gonna get way darker than I need. We shall see. Right, so for concealer, I'm actually gonna go in with the Maybelline Master Conceal. This is probably, okay, well, there's a little, what is wrong with me? Just make sure you shake this up before you open it, because it kind of separates like ketchup does. Ew, it's like watery. Okay, this is really going well. This is a thick consistency, so it should be pretty full coverage. Wow, okay. I'm just gonna blend that in. I borderline wanted to like want, oh my god. I think I want to like blend this in with the foundation and just make myself like match my normal skin tone, or just like dry any excess that I have all over my face to kind of even me out a little bit. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take whatever is soaked into the beauty sponge, and I'm actually going to grab whatever excess I have on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to throw it all over my face because I really have to work on this color, because otherwise it just looks like I'm psychotic. So all right, I guess the color's a little bit better since I did that. Yeah, and it actually seems to improve the texture of the foundation originally, so there's a win-win. There's a win-win. So all right, so I think I'm finally gonna get some use out of this palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel palette. Since this is a drugstore and affordable makeup tutorial, I figured I would actually use this. I know I did feature this in a products I regret buying video, but you know, I'm coming around to trying to get used to the things that I have and trying to incorporate those into my daily routine. So I am going to go in with this kind of yellow shade, and I'm just taking a Morphe M573 brush. I'm going to tap into that, and I'm just going to bring that onto my lid and kind of create a base for the shadow to move around on both eyes. And I think I'm actually going to zoom you guys in just a second, so bear with me here. Okay, so now that you guys are in just a little bit closer, I'm actually going to go ahead and take this nice brown shade on the same Morphe brush, and I'm going to go ahead and lightly pick up just the smallest amount, and I'm going to bring that into my crease. I'm just going to kind of circularly blend it, windshield wiper, you know, the whole nine, just to give it a soft edge. I'm just gonna do like a cranberry eye, I think, because I really do like the red burgundy shades in this palette, so we'll see if I can finagle something with what I got here. So next I'm gonna be taking the shade right next to it, which is this purple mauve shade. I think I'm gonna keep the same brush. Again, just picking up ever so slightly, probably this little amount on the tip here. And I'm gonna put that on the outer corner of my eye and kind of bring it on halfway through my lid. So it's gonna be just on the outer portion here, and I'm just lightly blending it onto the tip, or with the tip of the brush. And I'm gonna go in and blend a lot more after this, but I just want to lay down the product before, and just do the same thing on the other eye. And then that is what I have. I'm gonna go switch up my brushes now, and I'm just gonna take a maybe not. I'm gonna take a clean Morphe M576 brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of work along the edges of where those shadows are, and definitely kind of just try to soften out the edges and blur them out so they're not super harsh. All right, so then the next color I think I'm gonna take is the last burgundy shade, and I'm just gonna use the same brush here. I'm going to actually deposit some of this darker shade towards the center of my eye a little bit, and then bring it up into my crease. I'm just placing color right now, so this will look different. Okay, so now that I'm just like trying to figure this out as I go, I think I'm just gonna take another clean brush that I have not used and kind of try to diffuse the edges right along the brow bone. And then just taking a small flat top brush, this is the Luxie mini flat brush, I'm going to dip my brush into the two burgundy purple shades at the bottom. Then I'm just gonna run along the lower lash line. So now I think I'm going to take some of my Master Conceal. I'm going to put a little dollop on the back of my hand. And then I am also going to take a mini lip brush. This is from Morphe as well. I like using the lip brushes because it gives me a little bit more control. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply that right in the middle of my lid. And don't worry about this being messy at all, because I am gonna actually go in with my finger and pat through the product and bring it up into that halo shape. Kind of giving it a roundness. And the same on the other eye. So that's kind of looking like this. It's a little bit messy, but it does not have to be perfect because I am just going to go in with a gold shade over top and it's going to be diffused into the rest of the look. So now I think I'm actually going to just go in with my finger and I'm going to pick up this gold shade right here and I am just going to go ahead and place that where I have the concealer on my eye. And then again, I will be going around and blending this through, but I just want to deposit the color on my lid before I do any more with the purple. Okay, and that's kind of what that looks like. So I'm actually going to go back in. If I don't drop everything before I finish filming this video, I swear I deserve an award. I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush and I'm kind of just trying to diffuse the edges outwards from the gold into the purple. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take that same flat top Luxie brush that I used earlier and I'm going to dip into some of the golds in here and I'm going to deposit that on my inner corner. So just kind of brighten up that area. Just draw attention and make it a little bit brighter. And this is a really, really nice brush to do this with because you can just pick it up very flat and then kind of rub it around in a circle right where you want the product to go. I'm gonna make it like a resolution of mine for the New Year's to use things that I don't touch. Like use products that I really just don't use on the daily and kind of give a rest to the products that are my holy grails and get outside of my comfort zone because I think I have too much stuff to really justify not doing that. So okay, so this is what this looks like for now, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and do some liner. The liner that I picked up was actually this Lala Fox. This is a drawing brush liner. I believe this was only $3.99, but it is a brush tip liner. My favorite kind of tip, if that would focus, because this is very similar to the Kat Von D tip. It's not a felt tip, and I really think that brush tip liners give you the best color payoff and the best flexibility. So I'm really hopeful that this is a alternative or a dupe for the Kat Von D tattoo. And it says that it is a long-lasting liquid liner with fine tip for perfect definition. Shake 2 to 3 times before lining the lash line. So we're about to do that. So hopefully, let's see what this bad boy produces. Maybe something good? Okay. I mean, I think it's picking up okay on camera. It definitely looks kind of dark I do think I'm gonna have to go over this a couple of times to build it up a little bit for the most part, but let's see if I can give this another like couple shakes. But the only thing I will say is that it is covering the kind of mauvey purple cranberry, but then when it gets to the shimmer shade, it picks up more of that shadow and then distributes it onto the rest of the line. So I noticed that that is a brush tip liner sort of thing that happens. I think it happens with every single eyeliner that I try to use. So let's see if I can make a wing with this. Whoa, I didn't mean to scoop you. It's fine because I have another product that I really want to test out today, and if I'm not doing my liner right, then I guess I can. Okay, that was a little bit more intense than I wanted, and I went up like this with my liner, which I'm not really, I hate it when I do that. Liner on camera is not an easy thing. I really, I'm annoyed with myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I finished my other eye off camera. I did a little bit of a wonky wing today, so I'm actually excited that I did because I picked up this Oopsie proof eyeliner eraser. So it's supposed to instantly help correct your mistakes when you do your eyeliner. So I'm definitely gonna be using it on this eye. So I am excited to try this out. This is by the brand Hard Candy as well, and it is a felt tip liner. So it is just a clear solution, I believe. So let me see. Oh wow. Where have I been? Where, like, it's very precise. So it does a very nice job cleaning up any wonkiness. Like, this one's a little scoopy, so I am gonna take off the tail, and it really does a good job of minimally not disturbing the makeup that you have on underneath. And I don't know if you can see that, so the excess product is kind of collected on the tip there, so I wonder if that comes off at all, or if it, I don't know, it almost like flakes it off. It's kind of cool. So let me just go ahead and fix this wing up, and then I'll be right back. All right, and the next two products that I have are from Wet n Wild. I picked up the Wet n Wild setting spray, and I really hope that I love this a lot because the price point is like super bomb. So really hoping I like it. And then I also have the Mega Glow highlighter, which I have used before. I really do like Wet n Wild's highlighter formula, so I'm just gonna be going in with that today. And I'm actually going to set, oh my, okay. My face is like moist, but I'm just gonna spray that on first, and then I'm gonna do a layer of highlighter. And this is just part of the Morphe Rose Gold collection. This is the R33 highlighting brush. Alright, and that is a glow if I've ever seen one. Right, so I have one side glowing, one side also glowing. I'm not going to do my nose today. I am going to do my Cupid's bow, however. And yeah, so I guess I'm gonna set my face again. I don't necessarily like the mister on this. It is a very thick mist, but we're gonna see how long my makeup stays on. So next is time for some lips, and I actually was sent these products by Influencer. These are the Maybelline metallic lipsticks, and I think I'm gonna use the shade Molten Bronze, and we're gonna see how this looks. It's a very easy to apply shade, I will say that. And I don't know if you can see, but here, let me swatch some on my hand. There is a pretty like green shift, and the camera's not really picking it up that well, and my hand is also covered in Swatch City. But There is a really pretty green shift to this, which does kind of complement the gold on my eye as well. So I definitely like this. I will say that it's not the vibe that I'm gonna be going to work with today, so I am going to go ahead and apply another lip product instead. Okay, so the lip product that I'm actually gonna go in with is from the company MYOB. They were nice enough to invite me to their fall launch party in the city, and this is their liquid lipstick in the shade #mood. I think this is such a pretty mauve-y, like brown shade, and I'm living for it, and I think it'll look really nice with this look. This is super, super moussey. It's like, ugh, it feels so nice. And I'm really a big fan of this applicator. It's flatter, it's not a traditional doe foot. Okay, so my camera died on me and I finished applying this liquid lipstick off on camera, and I really think it looks really good with this look. All right guys, so that concludes today's look. So here is my kind of first impression, real first impression. I really kind of like the finish that my skin has, and I would definitely say that the only thing that I disliked throughout this entire video was probably the way that this primer applies. And I mean, that's really not, I don't know, it's really not the primer's fault. It kind of is colder right now because I am in the Northeast and it is like only 50 degrees. So maybe if it were a little bit warmer, or if like it was in the middle of the summer, this would have probably applied a little bit nicer. But for the most part, the primer kept my foundation on, even if my foundation was not the right color for me. So yeah, so I did go to work, and I did work a 4.5-hour shift today, and I was running around going back and forth, and my makeup is pretty much in place for the most part. So I really have no real complaints about anything that I used today, and I'm actually kind of excited to incorporate these into my daily routine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to please give this a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. It means so much to me. Thank you so much for all of your continued support, and I guess I will see you all in my next video. So bye.